What is up, everyone, and welcome to Nickel City Mafia. Man, the Bills handled business in the playoffs, and now the national media is left pretending they didn't spend all week telling you it couldn't happen. I mean, I was watching ESPN's Sunday NFL Countdown this morning, and Rex Ryan put on a grill. It was just hyping up Trevor Lawrence like he was the next coming of Tom Brady, and basically saying this game was all Jags. So did the rest of the panel. I was like, I couldn't take it after 5 minutes. I shut that stuff off. I went and looked for some Bills content on YouTube. But Jake, Sean, how you doing, my friends? And man, I mean, the media. We disappointed the media, upset the media. But dude, hearing this, I mean, I know you guys heard it as well, right?
So, yeah, Mike, I just so incredibly sick of it. And listen, the Jags are a good football team. Don't get me wrong. Like that is a very good team. They are well coached. They have a lot of good young talent. So credit where credit's due. Maybe I even underestimated them a little bit coming into this game, but I was also just so sick and tired of the disrespect from the media. There is one Hall of Fame quarterback playing football in the AFC playoffs right now, and it's Josh Allen. Okay. And he was on full display today. He was near perfect. Everything he did today, it was just incredibly gutsy. He's just a farm boy that loves to play ball. And there was no way you could take cheap shots at him all day. He was not coming out of this game. That man is a warrior. I am so proud that he is our quarterback. And I'll tell you what, that's a gutsy as hell win. Some of the old heads making plays, and Brandon Cooks and Trey White today. I mean, it was a total team effort. And, it was led by JA17 as always. So one of the most dominant quarterbacks in NFL playoff history, and still not getting his flowers, but that's fine. We'll stay as the underdogs. I like playing from behind and being written off, but we won't write back. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think the start of the week, we were 1.5, according to our good friend Rick. He said we were 1.5 point favorites. Then it flipped late in the week, and then it got as big as 2.5 point underdogs for the Bills. But Sean, you listen to a lot of the podcast, so you try to, and it's just miserable this week, right? You're hearing a lot of that. Like, it was all disrespect. This is Jaguars. They're going to demolish the Bills. They're going to kick their beep. I mean, it was sickening.
Oh, definitely.
Talk to me, my friend.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like they put this expectation of if Allen doesn't win a Super Bowl this year, his legacy is tarnished and he sucks. But then they're like, oh well, these teams are so great that he's got to play. But then when he beats them, it's going to be like, oh well, it was just Jacksonville. Allen's supposed to win that game. They're going to have some backhanded bull crap tomorrow morning all across the media. But like you said, Randy Moss picked us to lose by 17, 35-17. And like these Teddy Bruschi's laughing, oh, I got Trevor Lawrence and putting grills on. And then, Colin Cowherd says it was disrespectful that the Bills were 1 point favorites at one point and the Jags are going to win by 7 at least. And then, no one's ever going to answer to having horrible takes. They're going to watch that game and then they're going to be like, oh, well, I mean, it took till the last second and they barely squeaked by. It's just going to be continuing to trash the Bills and to try to discredit them every way, up until we get to the promised land. So I'm not surprised at all. And I guarantee you tomorrow morning, everyone's going to say, oh, well, the refs, even though the refs didn't help us at all, they're going to say the refs helped the Bills. They got lucky. Trevor Lawrence got they were tipped interceptions. They wouldn't, they shouldn't have happened. They're gonna say stupid stuff, and we just got to be prepared for it. But the real team came to play. It didn't matter how hot they were. 8-game win streak. They were putting up 40 points a game. They were, they got the hottest team in football, and nobody thought we could win except for Bills fans and a couple of stragglers here and there. So it was nice to put that to rest.
Yeah, definitely. I want to say hi to some folks. Truck reviewer saying, see how good our defense is when Cam Lewis does not get a snap.
Of course.
They certainly played extremely well. He says, who knows? The tush push could go for 10 yards. Yeah, that was a strange one. It almost felt like I do know on the last one, on the 1 yard, they were just wanting them to score so they can have as much time on the clock as possible. But I'm going to ask you guys a question about that one. Sammy V, good to see you joining us.
There he is.
Good
Go
to see
Bills,
you
baby.
joining us. All right.
Sean,
yes,
you got
sir.
it back there?
Yeah, I haven't got to hang it
Show
up.
him.
I haven't got to hang it up yet.
Look
How
at
about it?
that. Beautiful.
It's
Love
gonna
it.
By yours truly.
I'm gonna move the flag down and then put this above the flag so it's in good view.
Chuck Revere calling out our coverage. He says your coverage is almost as bad as CMA Lewis past coverage. Maybe Lewis should retire and buy the pizza chain Cam's Pizza. I don't know. I mean, calling us out saying our coverage is bad. I don't think so. Let's see what else we got here. They actually used Frank Gore. A little surprising to me that he got I mean, of course, Ray Davis took that hit and fumbled the ball on the kickoff, and then you saw Gore for a little bit, but it was the Davis show. Davis and Cook the rest of the game there. Steve, good to see you out there, sir. The Jags lost that game because they stopped running the ball outside. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. I was just talking to Sean before Jake joined us on the pregame here, and I was like, did they get away from the run a little bit too early? I mean, I know if I was a Jags fan, I might be saying that. And then Sammy V, very positive. Sean, love it. Yes, sir. And then we got Sabres winning 13 of the last 14, getting into the playoff hunt. Here we go. Everything clicking. Let's go. And then Cognitive. I haven't been following the media all week, and it sounds like I've missed some crazy-ish. Yeah, good thing you didn't. I didn't either. I just happened to turn the game on a little bit earlier. I was early to the TV this morning. Figured I'd watch the countdown, and I was like, and Sean had been talking to me. We talk a lot during the week, and he's just telling me about all the crazy takes that were happening in the media. So media upset with us. But Jake, let's get into the offense first of all. How were we able to put up 27 points when our run game was just not clicking today?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a lot of Khalil Shakir. What did he catch? 12 out of 12 targets today.
Yeah.
I mean, what a day for him. The yards after catch, the ability for him to just make things happen when it looked bleak. I mean, especially you look at that 3rd and 9 where, it was a 3-on-2 mismatch, in terms of blockers and what we had on that side. But, you don't expect a 3rd and 9 to go for a first down like that. I mean, it's just incredible. He's so damn good with the football in his hands. So just really impressed with him. The tight ends, again, they came up big when we needed them, whether it was Dawson Knox on that 24-yard catch or Dalton Kincaid on the touchdown pass. Jackson Hawes blocking. I know he had a false start today, but otherwise felt like he had a nice day. It's just been it was a total team effort, like I said, Mike. Tyrell Shavers had a huge catch outside the boundary a little bit today. I mean, it was really impressive, I thought. I thought the receivers did a really nice job. When we were playing with limited players there, even Keon Coleman got involved with a 36-yard catch.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it earlier, Brandon Cooks, the old head, should have had 4 catches, but he ended up with 3. 3 for 58 today, and that 36-yard pass from Josh Allen to him, just such an incredible throw, and a great job by Cooks, obviously, who still has a little bit of juice in him, so it was really good to see. And yeah, while our usual run game wasn't what it was, we got it done when we needed to, and that was with the legs of Josh Allen today running the football. So Cody, 100%, brother. Reggie Gilliam, masterclass blocking today. Him on the tush push, him just doing what he had to do, being the total team guy he is. Should get another game ball. Absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, it was spectacular. Yeah, you mentioned Josh's legs, but dude, it was like, this is Josh Allen, playoff Josh Allen. Like, he turned it up a notch. Basically just put on a masterclass. His passing game was elite today, right?
Yep.
He was throwing the ball. The O-line they were blitzing the heck out of him. Give the credit to the O-line, although some people are going to be like, oh, the O-line, there's too much pressure. No, they were doing just enough, doing a great job there. And Josh Allen, 28 of 35. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Touchdown, was sacked just once, stayed out of harm's way. Every ball he threw. That pass to Brandon Cooks on the sideline,
unbelievable,
for a first down. They called pass interference as well. But over that, just to get it over that guy, and it was just a dart, and it was beautiful. He was on fire. Brandon Cooks, like you said, look, Brandon Cooks has brought something to this team. He can get separation. I just need him to catch everything, especially perfectly thrown balls to Josh Allen. But Sean, let me go to you real quick, because look, I know it was strength on strength. I know it was the run game, top rushing offense against the top rushing defense. And I'm like, okay, cool. I still thought we were going to have a good game, but shutting down Cook to 46 yards. What'd you see out there today? How'd that happen?
Yeah, I kind of felt their stats because if you looked at the data, they saw the second least amount of rush attempts, so that kind of skews they're the best run defense kind of thing. I was like, oh, Cook's going to have a good day still, but I mean, after I'm done, I'll throw it to Jake for this part. But I also felt we didn't run the normal scheme that we do. We didn't do any. We didn't do much outside zone. We didn't do much inside zone. We did a lot of toss and just straight up gap up the middle type stuff, which that's the Jaguars' best in their run defense. They're according to the analytics on zone inside and outside, they gave up almost 4.5 yards a carry, and on power and less, it's like 3 or less yards per carry. And we kind of played to their strength a little bit. I don't know why. I felt like we should have ran way more zone, some duos and stuff like that. But there was a couple plays where Cook kind of read the holes bad. There was one in particular where there was a huge hole, like part of the Red Sea on the right side, and he just went left and then got 2 yards instead of 10. Then there was that one play where we're doing a stretch play. Everybody's blocking 10 yards downfield. Cook tries to do a backdoor run and gets tripped up and loses a yard when he had at least 5-10 yards before he could even be touched. So I just felt like it was maybe like Cook just had a couple poor decisions, and then we kind of didn't run to our usual scheme. I feel like I could be wrong. That's just what I felt like I saw.
100%. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, those edges that they have in both Josh Hines, Allen, and Trayvon Walker are tremendous. So, hard to run outside when you have those guys. They do a really good job in run support, both of them. We saw it today with the one play that Trayvon Walker made. They're very impressive. They have a very good front. So it was a tall task in general. But I agree with you, Sean. I think we got away from a little bit of what we typically do. And I don't know if Cook was seeing the field as well as he normally does. But he still had a couple of those, burst runs that helped, with the pace of the offense and whatnot. So, again, we didn't get it done the normal way we do, but find a way to win, survive, and advance. And that's exactly what we did. And I'll tell you what, JA-17, man, put the cape on once again. It was beautiful.
Yeah, cognitive. This panel here, we could care less who we face. I felt like the Jaguars were probably the scariest team. I mean, there's the Texans as well. They've handled us pretty well. So I believe that the Texans and the Jags scared me more than the Broncos and the Patriots, to be honest. So I don't think this panel has any favorite. Guys, I'll ask you, does it matter for you whether it's New England or Denver?
No, personally, I'm kind of hoping that we end up. I hope the Chargers win tonight. Keeps our hopes alive to host an AFC Championship. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's all I really want. Just one more game here.
Oh, that would be.
As far as playoffs go, I mean, every team's supposed to be tough. So I don't have we played both Pittsburgh and Houston already, both on the road. Didn't play good against Houston. Probably still could have won the game. We already played the Patriots twice, so if we play them, we got familiarity there. And then Denver, we played them last year. I know it's a new year, but that defense was still led the league in sacks last year, was the top 3 defense last year, and we won 31-7. So, and they got a young quarterback and a young team. So to me, every team's good. It's just doesn't matter who the next opponent is. Just put them out in front of us, and we got to get through them.
We talk about running duo, though, Sean. If we did play Pittsburgh, man, we might have to just do a repeat of what we did the last time against Pittsburgh, and that's all we ran. So
I know.
There we go.
For sure.
Jake, Sean told me that during the Jets week, since Josh was not going to be starting, obviously he came in for the one play, but that Joe Brady gave him like some self-reflective film to watch during that week, which is something you usually don't get to after the season ends.
Right.
Was that a brilliant move? I mean, it seemed to. I mean, Josh was what we'd expect or what we want to see Josh, the version of it. What'd you think of that? Was that a good play by Brady?
I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think you could see right away Josh was more locked in than he's been all year, to be honest with you. And playoff Josh is a different animal in general, but you could see it today. I mean, it was laser focus. And I mean, just a near perfect game from him. Not a whole lot of misses. And really, I can't say a bad thing about his game today. It was really, really impressive, man.
Yeah, it really was.
So, yeah, I'm all about it. I love that they did that because obviously it worked.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me catch up. Yeah, Sammy V. How awesome would it be to have one
we
more
need it, Sammy.
tailgate?
We need
one
it.
more.
Yep.
That'd be insane.
That would be great. I don't care how much those tickets are. We might default on the mortgage that month. We got to make it happen. If they host an AFC championship, just going to have to go. Going to have to find a way. I'll be at the tailgate. There's no doubt about that.
No, Sean, could you see Jake's wife watching this? Maybe she's watching it on her phone right now
She's
and
like,
hearing him say
no,
these
no.
things.
She texted me while I was at the tailgate for that Jets game, the last game of the year, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, listen, we're going to have to talk about how many Bills games you go to next year. For whatever reason, too, my kids always find a way to get sick for every Bills game. I mean, Sean, you saw it, the Chiefs game, Sully's sick. And, of course, both kids, are sick during the Jets game. She's like, oh, my God, this is a nightmare, And you're gone all day, and it's a long day, So she is not going to be thrilled when I have to tell her, hey, Bills are hosting the AFC Championship game against the Chargers here.
Oh, boy.
I know it's a long shot, but, God, I'm holding out hope for it.
Yeah.
Need them to win tonight.
Yeah, John, Tyrell Shavers, man. I mean, this he had a great year. What a great year Tyrell did. Yep. Not only blocking, he doesn't get a lot of targets, but when he does, he makes the most of them, and just his blocking ability for that run game is just next level. And he's been fantastic. I'm so glad. Like, he's been with us. What is this his third year right now? I think it's third year, right?
Yeah, number 3. Yeah,
mostly on the practice squad. Finally makes the team, and man, he's been showing up. So yeah, absolutely, John.
I gotta pull this comment out. This is awesome. Sorry, Mike, but this is great. I think this is such a well said comment here by Cognitive Dissonance. Not saying we're a juggernaut, because we're definitely not, but we're experienced, resilient, and a scrappy team that I wouldn't want to play. 100%. I love that. Could not agree more.
Yeah, I think after today's game, no fan base wants to see Buffalo Bills. Look, every game is going to be tough. And like I saw Josh in the press, not in the press conference, talking to his team. He's like, we stay right here. We stay right here. We earned one more week. Week. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not getting exactly right. One more week. We got to earn every week. So just love the leadership that he brings to the team without McDermott's. Coaching job was fantastic today. Love what Sean always says in the locker room after the game as well. But boy, I got to tell you, we're all nervous, right? We're Bills fans. We've seen heartbreak so many times, and the way that game was going back and forth, you're like, oh boy. I saw it. You could see it developing, right? You could see that they were going to score if they were going to score, and we're going to have the ball back with a chance to probably run the clock out. Right. And sure enough, we get the ball back and you're like, oh boy, we've seen this before. We're going to be able to do it. We do. They go down the field. Now I want to ask you a couple things. First of all, first and goal at the 1 yard line with a little over a minute to go. Are you thinking just kneel down, found the first down, let that clock round down to, because we had all 3 of our timeouts. They had used their last timeout. And were you thinking just kneel down once? Or are you thinking go for it? I know what Sean's answer is. I'll go to him next. But, Jake, what were you thinking at that moment?
Yeah, I mean, the analytics say, just take a knee and run as much clock as possible, especially given our history and just what has happened in the past. And honestly, like, the defense played really, really well. But the problem with Jacksonville is they have a kicker that can kick a field goal from 80 yards out.
Yeah.
So all they need to do is gain, 25 yards or so, and they're in field goal range. So, and they were picking up some chunk plays on those passing plays. It happened a few times today. Again, I thought our defense played tremendous, but you don't want to even run the risk of that happening, and luckily we didn't. I think it was a ballsy move to just go on and score. I loved it, to be honest with you, because it's a killer mentality, and it's like, hey, this defense played really strong. Let's let them win this game, clinch the official the win for the Bills today. And they did. They did just that. And my boy Cole Bishop, Mike, how about it? Yeah. Harrison Smith 2.0. I've been calling it since day one. He has certainly developed into a hell of a safety. I love it.
Yeah, but got to give Trey White the big assist there.
Give him a lot of flowers. Trey White, baby. Absolutely.
Trey White, sure. I mean, let's look back at him for a second. We'll get into defense in a little bit. I'll wait for Trey. But I want to say Cody Smith, Cody coming up with
I
the
love it,
JA
Cody.
Daddy 17 forever, 1.01 in Dynasty, playing through finger,
Yes.
knee, foot, head, and every other injury known to man. Yes, this dude, there is no tougher quarterback. I always give praise to Mahomes because Mahomes, dude, he will not let them take him off the field unless he has to be taken off on a stretcher. Josh Allen has that mentality as well. It's incredible because there were a couple times, especially the one where he scores the touchdown and kind of tweaked the knee. It looked like comes off limp, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And then you see him, they fall on his head earlier in the game. Did you see all that weight that just fell on him? And his head's going different angles. I'm like, oh my god! And then of course he hits his hand on one of the defender's helmets when he's throwing the ball. Dude just goes to the sideline, and I think it's a mental thing for him, Jake, where he's like, I could be hurting, I could be wanting to cry, but I'm not showing anybody that I am hurt. He's got that mentality. Like he just goes back, give me the tablet, sits down, nothing wrong, right? It's crazy.
I'll quote the good old Biz Nasty and say, took some, gave more.
Yeah.
That's Josh Allen for you.
He's just amazing. But Sean, O-line. Let's talk trenches just a little bit. What did you see from them today? Without watching film, what would you grade them today?
I would say, obviously they're going to have to take. I wouldn't give them a big hit for the run because I feel like there was a lot where they did block really well and Cook didn't really see the field well. But man, the pass blocking, I felt up until that sack that Allen didn't even get touched by a defender until after the play was over. So he got hit a lot forward and then after the play. So threw the ball, plays over, gets hit late, no call. But from hike to completion, he didn't even get touched until like near the end of the game. And so I thought they were excellent the entire time. I felt like Allen had all day to throw, almost had too much time because he'd just be sitting there and not know what to do with the ball. Sometimes people weren't open. So I just felt like, man, they really came to play. Obviously they had a pretty good D-line, but it wasn't better than the O-line. And, they showed up, and I would say they probably an A performance, especially in pass blocking. Yeah, they gave up that one sack, but even that was more of a coverage sack at that point. So, give them a lot of credit on the road too. And they didn't have any of the penalties. It was all skill guys that were killing drives. But so I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, 100%. So I would like everyone, we got quite a few viewers right now. Thank you for joining us tonight. You can take just a second and smash that like button for us. Just smash it. Go ahead. Take a second. Absolutely free. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more of Jake's beautiful face and Sean's beautiful face, smash that. Drop a nickel on that subscribe button for us. We really, really appreciate it. Steve, yeah, Josh got pretty banged up. Hopefully it'll be good for next weekend.
That'll be fine.
That guy just,
he's good to go.
He's on adrenaline right now. He's going to get through the playoffs, and then he'll take his vacation and recover during the off season. But yeah, fantastic. Can you imagine if we could manage to trade for Kyle Hamilton and Cole Bishop? Whew, what a safety tandem that would be. Let's see here. Josh Allen won't be the same after beating after the beating. Congratulations.
I think he'll be just fine.
Trevor kept checking out of run plays like a dumbass.
You clearly have not watched a lot of Bills football games because Josh Allen doesn't come out of games. He doesn't show any ailment. This guy is not human. So that first part of the statement I do not agree with. I will agree with what you're saying here with Etienne and Tutin. Yeah, I don't know why you guys stopped running, outside with those guys because you guys were killing us a little bit there. But that's football, man. It's imperfect, and that's how it goes. So we'll take our licks, and you guys will take yours. And at the end of the day, one team won. So hats off to the Jags, though. I give you guys a lot of credit. That's a really good team. That's a lot of good young talent, and they'll be back. They'll definitely.
Let's be real, though. I feel like those two running backs, yeah, the stats look good, but I feel like they only had like one good run each, and it was like it was a big, a big kind of busted run gap fill and run, and I feel like they only scored 7 points in 3 quarters, or the half, so it wasn't like they were doing that great. So stats might look better, but at the end of the day.
Got to give a shout out to Parker Washington too. I'll tell you what, that kid is good.
Yeah, he had a game.
I mean, that kid was playing with a concussion today too. I don't know if you guys saw it. I don't know how he even got cleared to come back into the game, but that kid's special. Penn State guy too. Shout out to him. Big fan of Parker Washington.
Yeah.
As soon as Poyer came out, Hancock kept getting gashed for like 20 yards for every time Washington caught the ball.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. They were taking advantage of Hancock for a while there. So, just like you said, Poyer came out injury. He had a hamstring injury. We'll see how that plays out for next week. Gabe Davis, unfortunately, as we talked about earlier, looked pretty bad. Carted off, knee injury.
Yeah,
he was seen in a brace after the game. So, prayers to Gabe. We love Gabe. He's been around Buffalo Bills. Forever. He did play one year for the Jags last year, right? Got injured early, which ended his season with the Jags, and Buffalo picked him up early in the season, put him on the practice squad until he was fully healthy, and he's made some plays for us. So thank you, Gabe, and hopefully we hope that you heal up quickly. Let's see here. Shout out to Matt Prater.
How about it?
Let's talk about Matt. Matt with the quad injury, and you're like. He comes out last week, and apparently he aggravated it, I believe, in that game. And then here he is, the oldest kicker in the league. And they kept just talking about the kicker for the Jags. I mean, this guy's 67, 68 yards, all the props to him. But Prater knocks out, a couple over 40 today, nails them. Good with the extra points. Let's go, Matt. I mean, look, what's up with our other kicker? Well, let's talk about it. I can't even Bass. Tyler Bass. What's up with Tyler Bass? Is he?
He's done.
Is he gonna be a Bill next year?
I don't know. That's a good question, Mike. The thing is, they signed him to an extension, and I think he is extended through next season. So they have a decision to make there. I'm not sure what the cap hit looks like if we do release him. Could be like more of a June or post June 1st cut or something like that to potentially save some money there. I actually think I looked this up. I think it's a difference of $1 million if we were to make that move. But yeah, I mean, you bring in this 41-year-old kicker, who is a great kicker, by the way. Matt Prater, hell of a career. Obviously today, we were a little nervous coming into this because a quad injury is never a good thing. You don't know how the power is going to look. First field goal he's attempting 50 yards. And maybe the warm weather did him some good too, because I mean, kicking in the cold is not easy. So maybe that helped a little bit, but shout out to him, man. He's been great. And if he wants to come back next year, he's more than welcome.
Yeah, he said, not he, but it says Tyler Bass signed a 4-year extension in April 2023, and he's good through 2027. But then it also says it was the final year of his deal. So maybe it was the final year of his guaranteed money.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Off him, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm drafting the kicker from Ole Miss.
Oh, that kid's a stud, man. Just nothing but 50 yards. Yeah.
I mean, soon 70-yarders are going to be nothing. I mean, it's just going to be a walk in the park for most of these guys as we continue with kickers. Just, I don't know what they're drinking, what they're eating. They're not even big dudes. They don't even look like they're dudes who can kick the ball 70 yards, but they do. But by the way, Gator John Bites, he says, go Jags. Congrats to Bills fans and Bills Mafia. Thank you.
Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you. And what is it?
Good game.
How do I say the other guy's name? Little big man. Little big man.
Little big man.
Okay. Thank you guys. Look, this was we talked about this week that we felt the Jags were the hottest team, and one of these two teams, whoever wins this one, had a really good chance about getting to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So anyhow, hats off to you guys.
I'll tell you what, I got a lot of love for the Jags, man. This dates back to a long time ago. I always have liked the Jags. I mean, you talk about a team that came in and had immediate success with Mark Brunell, Freddie Taylor, Jimmy Smith. By the way, put Jimmy Smith in the Hall of Fame. I think Fred Taylor eventually will maybe get a nod, but Jimmy Smith should be in the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to say that right now. By the way, fellas, I collect jerseys. I got myself a Jonathan Cyprien Jaguars jersey back there. Shout out to Cyprien. Guy played at FIU for a little bit. I'm going to get back to the point here. I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. Appreciate you joining us tonight. But yeah, no, this is a really good Jags team, and they're a well-coached team. I think, obviously Cohen coming in, a little cheesy with the whole Duval thing. And, I'm like, man, this guy's kind of a clown, but also you guys just were, I mean, you put together a string of wins, Really, really impressive season from you. I think you guys outperformed expectations by a long shot and have a very bright future. So, and I'm glad that Trevor Lawrence got back on track. I think obviously with Cohen coming in, it's really helped him a lot.
Yeah, let's switch over to the defense here because this is a great question. How you guys feel about Bosa? I honestly don't think he did much against us today, and absolutely right. I'll throw it to you, Sean. I mean, Bosa, I know Rousseau showed up, had a really good game, but Bosa had a rough one today.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel like he had a couple good pass rushes. He got to Lawrence a couple times. Obviously, they didn't get many sacks, but I'm still this whole year. It's not even about today, but I feel like this defensive line gets held worse than any other team I've ever seen, and they never get called for it, or we never get calls our way for it. So I feel like it's hard for them to consistently always rush the passer because they're not getting that benefit. And that's not an excuse. I think it's more of they have to learn to sell things more because obviously, I mean, playing offensive line, I know you could call anytime, so that they got to do a better job of making it sellable because they're doing good. It's just they're just not getting there often. But Bosa had a couple good bull rushes, getting to the quarterback. Obviously, in the run game, he wasn't good at all. But overall, his defense from start to finish. I mean, the offense was moving the ball at first, I felt like, but they just couldn't close. But the defense has kept us in the game. And then we're 10-7 at half. You know, they missed that field goal. It could have been 10-10. But the biggest, like, a bunch of people, not non-Bills fans, but they were giving credit to Allen, but then saying that the defense was horrible the entire day. And I was just like, well, first of all, Ray Davis fumbled it at the 20-yard line, and the defense forced them to go for it on fourth down, and we stopped them and got the ball back. That could have been horrible. It could have been 14-3.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the defense made a big stand. So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, the defense wasn't good. Do we think we were going to shut out a great Jaguars team? No. I thought it was going to be an awesome game. I said 35-34 or 35-31, but it's not like this team is just a cakewalk. So giving up 24 points to the hottest team in the league, making some great plays on defense. You know, the game was it was 13-10 in the fourth quarter. So it's not like it was just throwing punches all, you know, from start to finish. So I got to give the defense a lot of credit.
A lot of these games this weekend, man, fourth quarter, just fireworks from all these games. I'm wondering if we'll get to see some fireworks in at least. What's the current score right now with the Charger game?
Patriots just scored, I believe. Let's see. I don't have a score yet. They're showing Justin Herbert's postseason career right now.
16-3.
16-3.
Oh,
Pats.
okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
Wow.
Damn.
Looks like Denver. Here we come.
I mean, there's a lot of 9 minutes left here, Mike. It's only a 2-score game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't look great.
Doesn't look great. That's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
Yeah, it's crazy going from 60 in Jacksonville to 20 in high altitude in Denver. That's going to be fun.
So you talk about the kicking game. Matt Prater returning to Denver. That's a storyline to follow next week.
Okay. All right. And then let's see here. Gator Johnson, I think your defense played great today. Yeah, I think so. They definitely
opportunistic.
Yeah, very good. I mean,
they made
let's talk about two of the stars today. Shaq Thompson. Shaq Thompson been filling in for Terrell Bernard now, and he's just been fantastic.
Yeah.
I think we got him for a 1-year contract. That guy is probably locked up another big contract with somebody based on how he's been playing. But beautiful read, steps in front, gets the first interception. We get 3 points off of that. But yeah, guys, talk to me about Shaq Thompson because since he's been in, Matt Milano's been a different player, and Matt played another good game as well today. But Shaq Thompson, Jake, talk to me about him, man.
Yeah, I mean, he is an energizer. He boosts everyone else around him. He makes everyone else around him better too, which is really impressive. He looks like 2021 Shaq Thompson right now. I mean, it's really, really impressive what he's been able to do. You know, making the right reads, been great in coverage. In addition to stopping the run and making tackles when he needs to, he's been awesome, Mike. Yeah, what a fine addition to the team. A guy that you really didn't expect to be much of a contributor, maybe just a depth guy at first, and now, I mean, he looks like the full-time starter. I don't want him ever leaving the field.
Right,
incredible.
If Bernard is ready next week,
sprinkle him in.
Right,
yeah,
right. Steve asks, who plays safety next week? Hancock, Savage, Hamlin, or Lewis?
Probably Savage.
Yeah, I think Savage. I agree with what John Robert was saying. I think Savage probably steps up and they'll probably activate him. Hancock, I don't know. I like him. I think he is. There's a lot of potential there, but today made a lot of errors.
Yeah, just not ready yet.
Yeah,
for the big stage.
Yeah, John, we'd only be playing the Patriots.
We won't.
We won't be. I mean,
Yeah.
there was actually no way we would have been playing the Patriots, but yeah, we're playing. It's the first seed takes on the last place team remaining, and that would be the 6th seed because it looks like the Chargers are going to get bumped at number 7. Now, if they had won at number 7, Chargers, they'd be going to Denver, and we'd be taking on
either Houston,
the winner
or
of Houston or the Steeler game. So interesting stuff. Yeah, let's talk about Tre'Davious White. Tre'Davious White, when he joined this year, we drafted Maxwell Hairston. Then we heard we've signed Trey White. We love Trey White. Was an All-Pro for the Buffalo Bills, and then he tore the Achilles, and it takes a while to recover from that. Did he hurt it again second time?
No, it was ACL, then Achilles.
Okay, yep. ACL, then Achilles. Then he gets shipped off to, then he goes and joins Baltimore. Had a decent run towards the end of the year last year. I mean, I think he started playing well for Baltimore, but we sign him. What'd you think about that signing? Let's be honest. At first, I'm like, oh, no, come on, this guy's washed up a little, right? Come on, be honest, Jake. What were you thinking when we signed Trey White?
Yeah, it's just one of those where you're kind of rolling your eyes a little bit. I mean, you love it for the nostalgia, but it's like, we signed Jordan Poyer. We signed Jordan Phillips, Gabe Davis, Trey White. It's like bringing back these guys that were good, but they were in their prime 4 or 5 years ago, right? So to me, it was one of those where it's like, man, I hope he's not starting week 1. But shoot, since week 6, I read a stat. I mean, his passer rating or whatever it was like 42 point something. It was one of the lowest passer ratings allowed by a corner in the NFL right now. The guy's playing lights out. He's been so damn good. And, those Achilles and ACL injuries, obviously, they take a little bit longer to come back from for a DB specifically, a guy that is, got to make quick twitch moves and whatnot. And I think Trey is playing really good ball. And, you put the two things together, his IQ and some of the physical kind of coming back a little bit, he's been playing excellent.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's been absolutely incredible. I think you echoed the same thing, Sean, that Jake was saying about bringing these guys back that are well past their prime. But Trey White, dude, I'll tell you, on a run. Thank goodness if we didn't have him, we'd be in a world of hurt. Hopefully Maxwell Hairston comes back next week. I'd love to know what you guys think. Is it possible Ed Oliver sees the field? Maybe?
I think so.
It would be nice.
It's about time.
Nice. Wow, what a game changer that would be, huh?
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Awesome.
I you know what though? I still think, based on what McDermott was saying, with the whole meniscus surgery and everything like that, to me, Eddie Oliver sounds more like an AFC Championship or Super Bowl return. I don't think it's going to happen next week. If it does, though, oh my God, that'd be incredible. It really would be.
It was just a cleanup, so I feel like maybe he could be good for this game.
It's been very quiet around those sweepstakes, though. So yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, this is interesting. You think Gabe Davis would be older than 26?
I know, right?
26 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Trey was on Jacoby Myers most of the day. It held him to 1 catch. He was my defensive MVP today. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Steve.
For sure.
Fantastic. Jacoby Myers, there's a guy was available at the trade deadline. There was some talk. I mean, we talked about getting him. I think most of the panel thought, he's just, it's kind of the same as most of the guys we have. Like, were any of you want us, either Jake or Sean? I'll start with Sean. Were you wanting to go after Jacoby Myers?
Yeah, I wouldn't have hated it. I mean, obviously, it didn't matter in this juncture, but he's definitely a playmaker. Everywhere he's gone, Patriots, Raiders, now the Jaguars. He was awesome with them. It was we made it difficult for everybody except for Parker Washington. I mean, Brian Thomas had a great touchdown on Trey. But other than that, he didn't get a chance to do much. Their tight ends didn't really do anything at all today. Trey White was locked down. But yeah, Myers is just a great pro, and I would have loved to have him on the team. Next year, the Jags are going to be, him, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr. They're going to be right back where they were now and winning their division and trying to make playoff runs. So, he's a great team guy too. So it would have been nice, but we didn't pull the trigger on him, and luckily Brandon Cooks has been, drinking from the fountain of youth the last couple of weeks.
That's a great way of putting it, because he's the only guy getting separation. It's incredible. I mean, this guy's getting open.
34.
That throw on the last. Let's talk about that throw to Brandon Cooks. I mean, we're getting off the defense already. We'll get back to him again. But again, that throw on that final drive from Josh Allen with heat. I mean, there was a guy coming untouched. Josh Allen off the back of his foot throws that ball a dime 40 yards down the field, and there's Cook. It was, I mean, if you watch, you got to go watch that film again. I was right before the show started. I was watching some guy who was breaking it down, and just really how amazing of a play it was, of a throw. Defense looked pretty good. Setup was really good, but Josh just fires it, and one of the corners gave up. I mean, one of the corners thought he was like, there was two Bills player there, and he didn't know whether to take the one up close or the streak in Brandon Cooks. Brandon takes off, perfect throw. I mean, it was just an amazing play. Watch the film again. I'm not doing it justice. It was incredible. Brandon Cooks, yeah, saves the day for us. I mean, he's been one of our top receivers here, other than Khalil Shakir here. And Khalil, 12 of 12 today. Unbelievable. It was only 80 yards, but dude, I mean, he had a couple plays where he's shaking big and got the first down. There was one play, even though you said, Jake, that there was 3 blockers to 2 defenders, but he still had to make a play, and he does that spin move. And without that, he doesn't get that first down. And then there was a play over the side where he actually made a stop. The defender ran out of bounds, and he got another 6-7 yards. He's always been a good yak guy. I do worry sometimes, guys. They throw that quick screen a lot. I feel like it's worked at times, and then defenses are on it, but it worked today. Jake?
Yeah, it worked. I don't know sometimes if it's arrogance or stubbornness, but Brady loves to run the same play over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's predictable at times. Other times it works. And like I said, I don't know if it's one or the other, but when it works, shoot, I love it. When it doesn't, I'm ready to lose my mind. It's crazy.
Oh man, let's get back to the defensive side of things. Sean, who else do you want to, give some flowers to? And talk about the coaches. Tell me how you thought McDermott, Babbage, and Brady did today as well.
Honestly, I thought everything as a whole was great except for the run game. So defense got all great, high praise for me. Again, that was the hottest team in football. They were just killing everybody by like 20 points a game, like the last 8 games of the year. They could do anything to anybody, even Denver. They beat Denver by what, like 19? It was like 35-17 or something crazy.
20, I think, yeah.
And that's a way better defense than us. And they got superstars. Like, we don't have a lot of superstars on this defense. They have a ton. So I think they deserve a lot of credit. The coaching was great. McDermott, I felt like he grew even more during that game, like on that challenge he threw. I mean, I saw from the TV view that his leg was down, but he was debating, like, I don't know if I should do this, but he ended up doing it, and it worked out because they were about to, okay, first down, but luckily McDermott, he grew a pair there and challenged. I thought play calling was good. I mean, the Jags did the opposite of what we did. They sold out for the run, we sold out for the pass. So they ran a little bit better, we passed a little bit better, and it just worked out that way. But I mean, it was masterclass. Even I was listening to Parker Washington and a couple other guys, and Washington was saying how we did such a great job disguising coverages and confusing everybody on the field. He didn't say like, oh yeah, we were flabbergasted, but he just was giving praise to saying how the disguises were difficult to distinguish, and that just goes to McDermott and Babbage and the play calls. I mean, and the execution.
Yeah. Sean, you were talking to me today. We were talking, a couple hours ago, and you were saying, yeah, we're gonna have to bring Curtis Samuel back up, right? And here's Steve asking that question. Gabe will be out next week, and Shavers got banged up. Will we see Hardman, or will there be a Samuel revival?
Yeah,
Samuel's on IR, I believe, right?
I think his window can open anytime, so
okay.
They might just be able to be like, okay, his window's open today, then they activate him. But yeah, definitely going to see Hardman because Gabe's not, even if he's not like torn something serious, he's not going to be able to play. And Shavers did come back, so that was nice. But I was getting worried at first because he walked, into the locker room. Yep. So it must have just been like so I don't know. They didn't even say what it was. Was it a concussion? But he came back and played. So definitely got to have at least Hardman up there. You can't go in with 4 receivers and once God forbid something happens to someone.
We're going to see the return of Stephen Goatnell. Gosnell?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Who else is on the practice squad at receiver besides those guys?
I think that's it. Just Hardman and Gosnell, I believe.
It's kind of crazy how both quarterbacks were sacked just once. Josh Hines Allen had to greet Josh Allen one time today. Got the sack there. There was a 1 sack on Trevor for 2-yard loss, for 2 yards. Going back to Bosa a little bit, I mean, he was going against that. They had their backup left tackle in there who did a really good job. I mean, maybe they gave him some help there. I thought we might be able to take advantage of that, but I mean, their line protected pretty well most of the day as well as the Bills. So interesting there. Can't remember the play, but Trevor was looking over the middle for Brenton Strange, and it was well covered. Trevor does have an arm too. He definitely can spin the ball. Trevor.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize he's 6'6". I knew he was tall. I think I knew he was right around Josh Allen. 6'6". He's got gun for arms. I mean, his arms are like unbelievable. He can run. It's kind of interesting. How are you saying it, Sean? It was kind of like the quarterback body of a guy who works out all the time, which is
Josh is a 6'5" farm boy, and then Trevor's a 6'6" Greek mythology god body.
Josh is more Babe Ruth, and Lawrence is more like Bo Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then Trevor can hurt you with his legs, man. He'd been doing that a lot more this year, and even in this game here. He ran the ball for 31 yards. Josh Allen ran for 33 yards. So Trevor did that 31 yards on 6 carries versus Josh's 11 carries. So, yeah, Trevor dangerous with those legs. And yes, certainly can throw.
He's got good arm talent. He does. I mean, you saw it on display today. There were a couple throws. I mean, the touchdown passes. There were some really good throws from him put on display. I think what you said, Gator John Bites here is, just – little inconsistent. If he can get that consistency, I mean, where it's limited on the mistakes, he could be very dangerous. I think we saw that at the back end of the stretch of the season. Yeah. Today, unfortunately, didn't work out. Fortunately for us, obviously, but 100%.
Were you a little surprised, Jake, that I expected a big game from Kincaid today? I mean, obviously,
I did too.
He had 3 for 28 and a touchdown. They targeted him 5 times. I thought he'd have a huge game. I thought he was going to have at least 10 plus targets, but that went to that honor went to Shakir there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they have very good linebackers, Devin Lloyd and Foye Oluwakan. I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a tackling machine. That guy leads the league just about every season in tackles. I don't think he did this year, but I know the one year he had like 192, then 184. And he has a lot of solo tackles too. So you talk about him and then Devin Lloyd, who's a really, really good athlete. I thought they played a really good game today, both of them. So you sprinkle in Dennis Gardeck as well, who's a very good player. That's a good linebacking core. And I agree, Mike. I thought we were definitely going to see a lot more usage from the tight ends, but we kind of had to pivot a little bit and get the ball to Khalil Shakir, which I'm okay with. But like I said, when it mattered the most, those tight ends, they came in clutch for sure.
Knox was 3 targets for 30 yards, and he had a huge catch for 24 yards in that game. So, again, the tight ends, I thought, did they even target Haas? This doesn't look like they targeted
I don't think they did.
Today.
No.
Yeah. No. But he's so darn good at blocking. Talk to me about what happened here. Steve saying, did you see Darius Slay at the Eagles game today? It honestly kind of irritated me. I didn't see that game. What happened?
It was funny. Barstool made a post, and it's like, current or technically current Buffalo Bills / retired cornerback Darius Slay is watching the Eagles game. He was there on the sidelines as like a VIP guest at the Eagles game, watching their game while the Buffalo Bills were playing. He was there, watching warmups and everything, and presumably watched the game there in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, Steve. That is annoying. It's like, this dude clearly wanted to go back to Philly. The thing is, there's a rule in place with this whole waiver thing. And it happened this year where the Buffalo Bills put in the waiver claim. We technically got him, so we have the rights to him. And he decided to just retire. And, of course, we lose Jamarcus Ingram in the process. So it kind of hurts even more because we lost a pretty solid player for nobody.
Yeah. Gator John says Josh Allen is just him. He deserves his accolades. It's crazy to think that you guys don't
Man,
have a
I
Super
agree.
Bowl.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Gator, new to the channel. I know you're a fan. We love all fan bases. Hit that subscribe button. By the way, we have a Discord. I don't have the link in the description of the show yet, but I can drop it there. We have other fan bases in there. We talk sports, all week long. So if you want to join the Discord, it's absolutely free. And you have guys talking there all the time. Some really good guys. So join us if you can. And then John Roberts saying, by the way, Gator, take a look at the guy in the middle. All right. He's been told a lot. He's been called Josh Allen. I call him Josh Allen all the time. I make the mistake of calling him Josh instead of Jake. So take a look. What do you think?
I don't know. My beard's starting to get a little gray here, Mike.
Oh,
These
boy.
two kids, look what they're doing to me. It's
Dude, I think
crazy.
you got to color that a little bit. Let's go.
You know what? I'm just going to own it. Silver Fox, salt and pepper. Why not?
Yeah, John, I thought they used the tight ends more. That is Jacksonville's weak spot. Interesting. Well, they used them just enough. I mean, total targets for 8 targets to the tight ends for 6 receptions, total of 58 yards and 1 touchdown. That touchdown to Kincaid was beautiful. A beautiful thing.
Yeah, it was.
Glad the Eagles lost. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. We're going to have 2 new Super Bowl teams this year, right? It seems to have been the Chiefs for the last 3 years, right? They were going for their 4th Super Bowl appearance. Still the Bills, only one who's went to 4 straight Super Bowls. And then we had the Eagles. It seems like the Eagles and the Niners have been kind of hogging up the NFC, right? And it looks like
it'll be the Niners.
could still be the Niners. But it's going to be interesting in the AFC. This is fantastic. I love it. Should be the Bills, but let's go.
Better be us. Like I couldn't. It's either going to be, if it's not Josh, Stroud, Rodgers, May, or Bo Nix. We can't not be the representative. We
have to be the representative.
And I'm not saying that they're not great players or teams. They are. They're excellent, but it has to be us. And it's been annoying me this entire. Like I told my friend, if I hear one more person say no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow, I'm gonna bash their skull into the ground until they friggin' stop saying it. But it's completely disrespectful to everybody that's in the playoffs. Like those guys didn't make it because they weren't good enough. And I don't care. I know Mahomes got hurt, but they were losing that game anyway. They were going to be 6-8. They were done. So to take the respect away from those guys, like we had to beat a 13-win team on the road. Now we got to play a 14-win team on the road. And then if you win that, then you're going to probably have to play the Patriots on the road, and they won 14 games. So where in any of that sentence is any of this easy to do? So just to automatically say, well, yeah, if Allen's got to make the Super Bowl, he's this. We still got a hard road ahead of us, and I think we can do it. But man, it'd be really disappointing if one of those guys are representing the AFC, man.
Yeah, Jake, you said that Josh Allen. I think you said Josh Allen was the only Hall of Famer in the playoff, but that's Aaron Rodgers is a little upset at you, buddy.
You know what? Listen, I got a little fired up. No disrespect. You know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers, top 5 quarterback of all time.
I know. You love him.
He's easy to forget.
Kind of crazy. And honestly, Justin Herbert, I think he has the arm talent, man. He could be so special. I don't know. You talk about inconsistency. This is a guy that just does not play well in the playoffs for whatever reason. I know he's banged up right now, but yeah, I would say those 2 guys, they have Aaron Rodgers for sure is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert has a shot, I think. But I and 100% Josh Allen, I think, is going to be a first ballot as well. So, yeah.
I believe in this, man. I really think even though these teams are good too, we're great as well, and we got the experience. And Josh, I mean, poor Bo Nix, right? His first 2 playoff games are going to be against the Bills and Josh Allen. So I mean, if
I know, right?
And if he loses again, it's like he's 0-2 in the playoffs, both against Josh Allen. Like he can't catch it, he can't avoid us, But he's been another guy who is improved dramatically, and they were even good last year. So it's going to be tough, but I'm feeling good. I think this was going to be our toughest game.
It was a big test, man. Like I felt this is the most passionate I think I felt after a Bills win because it was just such a gutsy win.
Yeah.
Again, like you feel good about it because the Jags are a good football. This is a 13-win team.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I felt the Jags were the 2 seed. We would have met in the championship. That's how.
Yeah.
That's
on
how
the road too. Well, what is it? First road playoff win in 33 years. We got the monkey off our back. And by the way, we never win in Jacksonville. In fact, Jacksonville's first playoff game was against Buffalo, and they beat us.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about Buffalo is like we're in a city where it's cold, right? We can go anywhere. We can go play in the warm weather, unless it's Miami and it's 100 degrees, right? But Jacksonville is a beautiful 60 degrees, 60 plus degrees game today. It's perfect game for football. But we can go where it's cold as well. The only thing is the altitude in Denver, but it's the thing we have to worry about, and that is a real thing. It also means Prater can kick from 65 out
for sure
as well. But that's something you have to worry about. But the fact that we can play in the cold, we can play in the warm. We're not a team that only plays like, for instance, Jacksonville. Jacksonville would have probably had a hard time if they had to go somewhere to play in the cold. Buffalo's built for the cold. I don't know what the weather is. I haven't even looked. When I hear Denver, I'm thinking cold. I'm cold and some snow on the ground potentially. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather report yet. But yes, Steve, it'd be insane to have. Have there ever been? Oh, he says it'll be the first time if 2 wildcard teams were in the Super Bowl. Crazy. Have there ever been 2 wildcard teams in the championship game, in the AFC championship game? Curious.
So let me think about this. This is good trivia.
There you go. Trivia.
I should know this.
A good one.
I should know this. I got to think back. So there was the playoff expansion back in the early 90s, late 80s. Then obviously we had another one pretty recently.
We'll see. While Jake thinks about that.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I want to give some game balls out. So Sean and everyone in the chat, let's give some game balls out for the offense. I'll start with you, Sean. Who's your game ball going to? You got one. You can only give out one.
Don't want to do what I always do and give it to the group, the O-line group.
The offensive line, one ball to share.
Yeah, if I can't give it to them, I would say I would give it to I think I don't want to say it because I know one of you guys are going to pick them. So I'll just say the O-line as a whole again.
All right. They have to the schedule like who gets it. Mondays is Dawkins. Tuesdays.
Yeah, they'll trade each other off every day.
Osiris, yeah, funny. Jake, who are you giving it to on the offense?
I got to give it to Josh.
Josh, got to say
I
Josh.
I have to. How can you not?
Right, and then for me, it's got to be Shakir. 12 of 12 targets, and he made some great catches and some great plays. That dude, Josh was firing him fastballs. Much easier to catch in the warm weather. Harder to catch when it's cold, but my goodness, it was like a magnet. His hands were magnets today. It was fantastic. Okay, switching over to the. Let me ask you real quick, Jake. Got a few minutes left here. Special teams. What'd you think of them?
Brilliant and also not so good at times. Wishnowski had some great punts and then some that were just like, what the hell are we doing out here? I think overall it was a solid performance. We almost blocked the punt today. Yeah. That was pretty close. Shavers, he was this close, man. Wishnowsky pinned him deep at the 1 yard line. I thought that was fantastic. Had a couple shanks, a Ray Davis fumble. So there was that. So it was up and down. It was up and down for me.
Okay.
But
sorry.
Prater saved the day. 2 field goals. Huge field goals. And all the extra points.
Go ahead, Sean.
I was gonna say if I can't pick the O-line as a whole, I'll say Brandon Cooks.
Okay, there you go. I was torn between him and Khalil.
I know you were gonna pick Josh. I know you were gonna pick Shakir, so I was like, I don't say anyone else. And then I was like, oh yeah, Cooks balled out pretty good. He should have had 4 for 80 something, but I still there's no way that ball touched the ground. I don't know what they were looking
Ridiculous.
at, but I know. But to Mike's point too, that probably should have been caught cleaner anyway because it was a beautiful pass.
It was.
I still think it didn't touch the ground, but yeah, he had a lot of big plays that set us up to win the game. So,
yep, good find there. And he's struggled a little bit with catching some passes, but he made some big ones today, and he's got to catch those though. That was just a beautifully thrown ball. John Roberts gives it over to he's saying Matt Prater. Yeah, let's go to the defense. Game balls on a defense. Jake, you're first, sir.
Mr. Trey White himself.
Oh,
how could you not? This is the old head, right? Everyone rolled their eyes at it. But look who's playing the best as far as defensive backs go over the last few weeks. It probably has been Trey White.
Yeah, I agree. Sean?
Yeah, definitely Trey White. And then Shaq Thompson. He had that interception. That was big. Wish we got a touchdown off of that, but we kind of went conservative after that just for that drive. And then he had that 4th down stop on Trevor Lawrence, which was a tough play to make. So took points off the board twice. And he made 6 tackles, so he was
if I had an extra one, I'd give it to Cole Bishop for sealing the deal there. But Greg Rousseau played a great game. Rousseau showed up, 6 tackles, 4 solos. He had the only sack, 2 tackles for losses, pass deflection, played a really good game. Deion Walker also, another man, what a steal that guy was in the draft for us. But all right, everyone. Well, listen, it's pretty much a final. Yes, it is a final. We are going to Denver. I don't know if we'll be playing Saturday or Sunday, but we are going to play the Broncos. Bo Nix, let's go. Oh, my goodness, guys. Next week, divisional round. Winner of that team goes to the AFC Championship against who knows? Yet to find out, right? We got
the Patriots.
Oh, man. So the Patriots would play either the winner of the Texans,
Steelers. Yep.
Yeah, so they're going to play Sunday because Houston and Pittsburgh play tomorrow. There's no way they make them play on Saturday after already having a short week. So they're going to play Sunday night against the Patriots, and then I'm assuming we're going to play Saturday because Denver hasn't played yet. So it'll probably be us in Denver at 3:00 or 4:30, whatever it is, and then Seattle and 49ers on Saturday night. That's my guess. I don't know for sure though.
Beautiful, beautiful. Did you see Bill's bunker? Bill's bunker, for those that don't.
He's killing it, man.
He's killing it. The dude travels to every game. Did you see him get on the airplane? I sent you guys the link. Gets on the airplane, is traveling to Jacksonville. He's like he's the stewardess. Attention, everybody. And he gets him to sing the Bill song. And then he gets around and even then his recaps at the games when he's there, and there was a whole Bills section. There was a lot of Bills fans there. There was I mean, you saw Josh walking off the field at the end of the game. There was a whole corner of the end zone was just Bills Mafia. But he's filming, he's getting a song, and there's 2 guys in the background, Jaguars fans, just giving him the finger. But he gets into it with some guys. It's pretty funny. But
it's great.
Let's go, Jake. Good job.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, definitely. Well, listen, everyone, that's it. Let's go. Let's get ready. Let's go celebrate for a day. Enjoy the next 24 hours, and then we'll probably see you on the Midway show this Wednesday. We'll be talking about the upcoming game and any other NFL or Bills-related news. Thank you again for joining us out there. If you can just take a second, if you haven't already smashed that like button, please do so. Jake wants us to get to 50 liked smashes today. 50. Please. Can we do it? We've had a lot of people out there. Smash that like button for us. Share I mean, we are just 34 subs. Can we get to 2,000, guys? Can we got another week to do it. We need 34 more subs to get to that magic number of 2K. Help us out there. And then again, drop a nickel and subscribe. All fan bases welcome. And we appreciate you because we couldn't do this without you. Jake, thank you so much, sir. Sean, glad you could stay up with us. I know it's past your bedtime, but now we're going to let you get to bed. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Go Bills.
Go Bills.